Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. This one is Honest Trailers Doctor Who Modern. So it's going to be from Modern Doctor Who, or NuWho as you so affectionately call it. This was requested by a Patreon subscriber, and if you too would like to join the Patreon, link down below in the description will get you there. Leave a like on the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and if you're new here, I post daily, so come on back and watch these videos with me. My voice is finally almost 100%. It's still weak from time to time, so it might cut out eventually, and then I'll have to... I don't think I'm going to edit around it, but it'll be at least explanatory, right? But yeah, the past couple days, I had no voice, so I'm glad I had at least a couple episodes, a couple videos in the tank just to kind of space out, because I had no voice for at least the last 3 days. Just none. Like, to the point where I was trying to talk and it was like I was whispering. It was so bad. I drank so much tea. So much tea. I don't think I've ever drank that much tea, hot tea, in my life. You probably saw me sipping on it throughout those videos, because that's when it was starting to initially kick in, and it wasn't as bad. It got way worse to the point where I couldn't get any words out. But thankfully it's back right now, and we're going to try to record one of these, and hopefully everything goes well. So far it's sounding good, I think. But yeah, let's go. I think I've watched one of these before.
From
Honest
Fancy
Trailers.
PBS comes a show that takes place anywhere in the universe, at any time in the past, present, or future, where anything can happen and none of the continuity matters.
Never, ever tell me the rules!
Doctor Who. Get ready for a continuation of the original series that picks up after 16 years off the air, because all the British nerds who grew up with classic Who finally got old enough to call the shots at the BBC. Now they're taking the stodgy old formula and stretching it to an hour of quirky comedy.
I demand to know who you are! I don't know!
Improved special effects and enough soap opera pulp to choke a telenovela.
I think you need a doctor.
¿Por qué, Dr. Quien? ¿Por qué? Meet the Doctor. He's not an actual doctor, but an alien who named himself that as a vow.
The name I chose is the Doctor. It's like a promise you make.
Even though the word doctor was created to describe him?
The word for healer and wise man. We get that word from you, you know.
Yeah, that's not the first paradox you're gonna have to swallow.
Paradox.
Paradox. Paradox.
Paradox.
Paradox.
Paradox.
Paradox.
Paradox.
Paradox.
Paradox. Paradox.
To fans, he's a two-hearted Time Lord who hijacked a faulty TARDIS from the planet Gallifrey, who's sometimes kind of a dick.
Funny little human brains. How do you get around in those things?
But to casual viewers, he's a funny man with a time machine who takes ladies on adventures, who's also kind of a dick.
It's okay, I understand. You're an idiot.
Watch him dash through time, equipped with a sonic screwdriver and psychic paper, two devices with the power to speed up the plot.
He's dead.
And the TARDIS,
What does it do?
Everything.
a time machine with the power to brake when the plot needs to slow down.
Stuck.
Maybe it'd break less if he didn't keep exploding inside of it. It's just
Makes
a thought.
sense, right?
Watch the spatial justice warrior travel all around the known universe, from the streets of London to working-class British mining towns to the quaintest little English villages.
They're just old
Nice.
people.
No, they're very old people.
But when the budget allows, he'll fly off to the far reaches of the CGI universe, where everything is still extremely British.
Starship UK. It's Britain. But metal.
Guess the sun never sets on the British Empire. Or suns. All the suns.
God save the Queen!
By his side, as always, is his trusty companion, usually a cute girl because ratings, who after a few seasons of adventure, usually has her life ruined.
They ended up imprisoned. They were tortured.
Classic.
My mum, my dad, my sister.
No, 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 please, please, no, no, no!
If she's lucky.
Ooh.
She'll follow along to keep the Doctor grounded, give him someone to talk to, and act as his mostly platonic but not always love interest.
Do you think I'm pretty?
No.
They're basically dating without the sex, except for Nardal. That one was purely physical.
I'm not just sexy.
Experience a franchise that's been running for so long, they built 13 recastings of the main character into the lore, then hit that limit and pulled even more out of a crack.
Help him.
As each actor brings a new spin to the alien who's seen the stars, but looks like he's never seen the sun. Whether it's Eccleston, the only doctor of the modern era to regenerate due to creative differences with the BBC, David Tennant, the unquestioned master of staring sadly into the middle distance.
Nice. Very nice. That's a classic. I've seen that and I haven't seen the show.
Matt Smith, who combined the face of a handsome 12-year-old with the wavy arms of an inflatable tube man. Peter Capaldi, who reimagined the Doctor as your uncle who never got married and moved to Vegas in his 40s.
I was being all down with the kids there, did you notice?
Or Jodie Whittaker, the first female Doctor, which, no matter how she performs, is one of the least outrageous things this ridiculous show has ever done.
I'm riding a dinosaur on a spaceship!
But an all-powerful hero demands all-powerful villains to go up against, and the Doctor has some. Because in plenty of episodes, it's a lame monster of the week,
Invasion of the very small cubes.
or something invisible to save on the effects budget, or something we've seen a million times before, but an alien. Ooh.
They're not vampires, they're aliens.
What is it? A minotaur or an alien?
Both.
You saying bees are aliens?
Not all of them.
Still, some evildoers are among the best in sci-fi, like the Cybermen, emotionless robots who can only be defeated by feelings.
Fill 'em up with love.
The Master, a renegade Time Lord who considers themselves the Doctor's arch nemesis, but is in the middle of this list, so you do the math.
Thanks for trying.
The Weeping Angels, killer stone statues who get less threatening with every appearance until they're about as scary as Ghostbusters 2. The Doctor's greatest rival, Christmas. And
I'm assuming
the
they had
Doctor's
to
other greatest
do-
rival, the Daleks.
I'm assuming they had to do like a Christmas episode every year or something like that. A lot of shows do that, so it's not surprising that there would be like a killer tree or something like that.
Fleshy blobs stuffed into cramped metal homes who spend their entire life shouting commands at people they hate. Do not interrupt, do not interrupt. So, internet commenters?
Hear me talk now.
Follow along on the series-spanning arcs that will delight fans and confuse newcomers, like the seasons where the world keeps ending. But just kidding, he can reverse the planet's rotation like Superman.
Planet Earth restored.
The seasons where the Doctor falls in love with his companion, only to lose her for all eternity. Just kidding, he'll make a copy of himself and they'll live happily ever after. The seasons
Nice.
where the Doctor copes with the inevitability of his own death.
I'm dying.
J.K. Rowling, he'll live as long as the show needs him to.
Well, I suppose one more lifetime.
Not gonna kill off
Or
this
the
show.
seasons
Not
where he's
after that
haunted by
many
the
years.
knowledge that he's triggered the genocide of his own people.
Look up genocide. You see a little picture of me there?
Or maybe he's just kidding and he actually saved
Well,
everyone but doesn't
I
remember
thought that
it.
about Bond, I guess.
Actually, suggesting that we change our own personal history.
Sure, that'll work. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, whatever. So run down your nearest hallway,
But classic. Classic.
pull a plan out of your arse,
But I've got a plan.
I've got a plan.
Yeah, of course I have a plan.
and start spouting technobabble like the universe depends on it.
Wave of Van Cassadine energy.
Macro transmission of a K-filter wavelength sticks it into a living receptacle and then it feeds off the remaining Artron energy.
Because you're about to get some of the greatest standalone episodes in sci-fi history, with a bunch of momentum-killing serialization crammed in to service the diehards. But after all is said and done, let's still try to be more like the Doctor. Never cruel or cowardly.
Never be cruel, never be cowardly.
Just enjoy the ride and let who do who.
No flow, Joe, ko, fo, to, to.
No, bo, ho, sho, ko, ro, to, so.
Jeez, you make it hard to love you sometimes. Starring The Leftover, Bad Wolf, what you gonna do?
Leftover.
Scary Poppins, Show Me Your Bow Face, the appearance of the repeated meme,
Save Martha.
Just the Temp, Harry and Ron at the same time, 12th Angry Man, I Want a Girl with a George skirt and a long jacket, the Mrs. Frizzle, Oots, Just Kinda There, We Billy Knew Ye,
Oh, God.
Master of None, Spin Doctors. The Great Glass Dr. Vader. That time Rose was on Weakest Link.
You are the weakest link.
Oh my god, they killed Rory! You bastards!
Stop it, you'll die.
Yeah, twice.
I'm sorry, Rory, but you just died.
There's a gravestone here for someone with the same name as me.
That thing Tennant's voice does.
Yeah? Why do you think I keep going? Any chance for a cup of tea? Wanna go to the games? What we going for?
Every British actor. Harry Potter division. Every British actor. Game of Thrones division.
It's pretty cool. It's amazing how many
Every British
actors have
actor.
had run
Game
through
of
there.
Thrones and Harry Potter division. Every other British actor. Every British historical figure.
Winston Churchill, for you.
Oh, hello, dear. What's up? Queen Elizabeth I. Charles Dickens.
Queen Victoria.
Agatha Christie. You're William Shakespeare!
Extremely long vigils.
I will guard this body for 1,000 years.
36 years, 3 months, 4 days of solitary confinement.
2,000 years I waited for you, and you did it to me again!
How long? 4.5 billion years.
And Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who? Doctor Who? Doctor Who?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who? Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Days of Our Lives, A Future Past. Phew, that was a lot of Who to get through. It wasn't so bad. Now let's see what that classic series is all about.
The Great One is all-knowing! All praise to the Great One!
Oh, new timeline! New timeline! Want to see where the adventures of the Doctor all began? Then click above to see our trailer for classic Doctor Who.
Link down below for the original video. Go throw it some love. That was fantastically done. Obviously, a lot of that I'm not going to get. A good deal of it I did. But, you know, even if we love a series a lot, there's always shortcomings with everything. Everything in life, let alone Doctor Who. But there's always shortcomings. And there's always things that can be made fun of. You know, whether you love something or not, it's very easy to laugh at the things you love as well. As long as you have kind of a perspective on what you're watching and you're able to make objective criticisms of it. That seemed like a lot of objective criticisms that are actually kind of funny and poignant. But also, you know, it wouldn't be around that long if it wasn't amazing. One of the things that I've noticed in some of your comments or commentary on the show is that NuWho is certainly more goofy in a way, a little bit more lighthearted. Not every Doctor, but some of the Doctors. In a way that possibly the original or classic Who wasn't. And it kind of made a reference to that in the early part of that video that just kind of stuck out to me because I remember reading it from some of you. Look, I mean, times change, right? Shows have to change, times change. The original Bonds are not like the current Bonds. The important thing is that the show contains the important stuff that makes it relatable to the older stuff. You know, it has a common thread or common characteristic that keeps it in check. So you don't make it too ridiculous, too modern, too unrecognizable, right? But anyway, that was fantastic. That was very funny. And some of that I actually really got just from watching these edits. It's really, really amazing how much you can kind of gather from these. Link down below for the Patreon. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I post daily. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you feel like it. And I will see you on the next one.